Hi, my name is Trevor, and this is my story. I was raised in a Christian home and attended church nearly every time the doors were open. My summers included VBS and revivals. My parents and grandparents were involved in church and a positive influence in my life. With all of this going for me, I was a very angry and selfish kid. I would yell and throw things and break things. I would always be thinking of myself and didn't care how it affected other people. Around the age of 10, I began feeling convicted of my sin. I knew I needed to be saved, but thought I could put it off. I met with the pastor, and we discussed my feelings and the lump in my throat every time I was at church. Over the course of a few weeks, I continued to feel burdened until on a Sunday church service, I finally let go of the pew and walked to the front and made the decision to follow Christ. The relief of letting go and not being in control was liberating. My anger quickly went away, and I began to feel less selfish. I was more considerate of others, and I had a peace I did not know before. As I grew older into my teenage years, I strayed away. Not like partying and stuff, just not close. I quit paying attention in church services and was just there. When I was 14, we were working on a building project on a mission trip. In the evenings, there was a revival. Over the course of those evenings, I was getting more and more uncomfortable with where I was in my walk. On the last night, I couldn't resist any longer, and I went forward to make a new commitment of my life. I immediately went back to my friend and drug him down to the altar as well. I knew that God had been speaking to him as well, and we had both been trying to run away and hide all week. From that moment, life was fairly easy, and like most kids, I had my share of temptations. I was able to resist most of them, and on the occasions I did fail, the conviction of my sin and the need for repentance was swift. In adulthood, I've experienced many trials that have stretched me beyond where I could possibly have gone alone. Through church splits and the schemes of men, the loss of identity in my job and business, and the near loss of my daughter, God has always been faithful and has restored well beyond what I could ever have dreamed possible. While I know that life will continue to have storms, I am even more assured that God's providence and faithfulness will always see me through. Thank you for listening to my story.